I'm about to open it up all the way.
Yeah, you had to open it up all the way for me.
All over it and everything. Because it's bugs and stuff over it and everything.
No, but I don't know where it is, though.
The stench is unmistakable, but finding the source of the smell is easier said than done, as whatever is inside is buried beneath endless layers of plastic trash bags.
Literally ripping through all the layers, so you can see all the dirty stuff. I don't think a guilty person would be doing it like this one. If I take all my stuff out, where am I going to?
I just need, this right here is drawing my attention to it, so I'm gonna have to, I need to see it.
I know. That's why I'm trying to show you.
No.
I'm with you.
What happened?
Now just tell them, give them some advice.
Okay. I'm telling you, you're just gonna find a bunch of dirty blankets.
Yeah, but I need to know what that smell is.
I am. I'm about to show you.
Nicole turns to the officer for help, and he carefully begins cutting through the thick layers with a knife.
You gotta get all the way through to the dirty pissy clothes.
Why you got all these blankets?
Huh?
Why you got all these blankets?
Because we stay in hotels, from the hotel to the car. Like, I can even get the hotel.
No, you can finish it. I was just curious.
Oh, yeah, I can even get to the hotel receipt free.
Okay. You got to go through that. I was just curious.
Keep finding blankets.
I ain't got one blanket. Keep finding.
Oh, you can keep finding them.
Why?
You see them right there? As soon as you open the seat.
Why?
Huh?
Keep finding plastic.
Oh, yeah, because as soon as you open it, you will find them.
Let's stand at the front of this car and make sure she won't go nowhere.
After cutting through multiple layers of trash bags, officers finally uncover a black suitcase.
Just open the suitcase and we can be good after that.
This will be really blankets still. Can you cut it from here?
Can you cut it one more time?
And this is what it smells like.
What is that?
Huh?
What is that? No. Pull it out. Pull.
Everything from my husband.
Pull the whole bag out.
I am. Damn.
Okay. Pull that bag out. There you go. Open that bag up.
Go to see clothes. Go to see clothes. See clothes. All to see clothes.
Open it up, man.
I did it.
I'm going the whole thing. Open that up. Open that up. What the f***? Get the f***! Put your hands up! Don't you f***! Get over! Get over! Get over! What the f***? Don't you move! Don't you move! Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Why do? What the f***? That's my mom! What the f***? What the f***? What I do? What I do? Give me on the head! Now! I don't want to hear it! I don't want to hear it! Get up! On your feet! Roll over! Sit on your butt! Stand up!
We don't need to. We got two in custody right now. We need a super.
Please don't, no, please
I
don't.
swear to God, if you move, so help me!
Please on the right side. Please on the right side. She don't have anything to do with nothing. She really don't have anything to do with nothing. I will give y'all all the names to everybody.
I don't want to hear it.
Please on the right side.
With both women in custody, the officers struggle to process the horror they've just witnessed.
No, stay, hey, no. Calm down. Calm down, relax. Have her sit down. Sit down. Sit down. I ain't know. Relax.
Excuse me.
You relax.
Baby, just relax.
Keep your mouth closed. I didn't give you permission to talk. Sit down and be quiet. You okay? I'm trying, man. You okay? No. Listen, I need you to calm down. I need you to calm down. I'm trying. No, I need you to focus. Listen, calm down. I need you to focus. Focus on her. Hey, get over there with her. Put your mask on. Put your mask on. Put your mask on. Mask up.
On that way?
Gloves, everything.
Everybody should have gloves and masks on.
What's in there, bro? It's a pig. Come on. Please. Relax, bro. I need you to breathe. Get in. Okay. Don't worry about it. No.
I'm sorry, I just want to ask you.
There's nothing for me to talk about with you. Do you understand that?
No. I'm going to want all the information in it.
We'll get to that point, but right now you need to be quiet. Oh, man.
Get her out of here.
Get up.
More officers begin to arrive and can only guess at what has the other officers in such a sickened state.
Be quiet. Stop talking. Please be quiet. I'm scared to look. Please be quiet. Just turn around.
So where you like taking me from?
Oh, man.
Get her out of here.
Get up.
More officers begin to arrive and can only guess at what has the other officers in such a sickened state.
I'm gonna pepper spray happen. No. What? Hey, come back. Come back. It looks like a kid that's curled up in there.
We need the police. He's skating around with bodies in my car. It's all dumb that I'm gonna do this.
We need to verify. We don't know what this is.
How do you know what you're
What is this? Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Telling the tow truck driver his services will no longer be needed, officers make the difficult decision to get a closer look in order to confirm what lies beneath the maggot-covered blanket.
I can lift it up and doesn't really bother me, but it's got to be a 3 to 4-year-old kid. I've had trauma early on, but basically, like my daughter turns 5 Saturday. You know what I mean? This is 100% a 5-year-old kid.
What they've uncovered is just the beginning of a dark and tragic case, with more horrors and buried truths still waiting to be uncovered. The scent of decay clings to Nicole, growing so strong that it becomes unbearable for others in the station. One officer fills the room with an odor spray, but when that fails to help, he brings in an air scrubber and tries the spray a second time.
I want you to help me out to find out how these children ended up like this.
Okay.
Okay?
Children?
Mm-hmm.
Both?
Mm-hmm.
The discovery of a second child came only after homicide detectives began sorting through Nicole's belongings, though the signs had been present from the very start.
The man is living in the car. Like, he's skating around with bodies in my car. It was okay. And the whole time I had him.
In a black and yellow plastic bin, buried beneath the bags and the suitcase containing the little girl, were the aged remains of a small boy. The body had been wrapped in blankets and placed in multiple layers of trash bags, similar to the girl.
Who's that? Who's that?
Their mother.
That's their mother?
Mm-hmm.
Who are they?
That's when I had him. If you look at him when I had him,
So that's who?
That's Shasta.
And that's who?
Remember,
Okay.
when you look at him when she had him, and when I had him, you probably got this picture off her page, but it definitely came from mine.
Okay.
Because if you look at him when she had him, they were very not taken care of. If you look at him when I had him, they were very well taken care of.
7-year-old Jocelyn Marie James Johnson and 5-year-old Larry Darnell O'Neill were each left in Nicole's care 2 years ago by her sister Deshelle, who claimed she was unable to care for them at the time. Investigators also learned Michelle has an active case with the Baltimore City Department of Social Services for an 8-month-old infant who was temporarily taken into their care given the current investigation. Investigators later discovered that neither child had ever seen a doctor in Maryland, had never been enrolled in school, and neither had been reported missing. One additional detail raised further concern. Both children appeared unusually small for their ages.
It's got to be a 3 or 4-year-old kid.
Me and that mom.
The girl was, according to your timeline, about 6 years old when this happened?
Yes.
And she only weighed 18 pounds.
You think that's after all of this? Because they were not tiny. Like, you see them in the pictures that y'all printed out are the pictures that I took.
And then the boy was only 21 pounds.
I don't see how, because they ate all the time.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rucha HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to your other elders and brethren, you fellow believers of the truth. Shalom to you few sisters. Shalom to the elect. So, I want to try to make this video short because of such a long intro. But this happened here in Baltimore a few years back. Last year was a conviction, I believe in 2024, over in Essex, Maryland. So I'm in the west part. This is over in the eastern part of Essex. Essex, Maryland is the eastern part of Baltimore, still considered Baltimore. And I remember years back, I used to see women like this living in homes with busted out windows in the middle of January, sending their children to bed with no windows in the house. I've actually seen this, and I was so sickened by it that I would help if the children came up and said they needed food or clothes. Obviously I can't feed the whole world, but in my heart, in my spirit, I always wanted to help these children. And this is all the curses, you know, this is all the curses. I'm not at all saying in this video this is all so-called black women, but all you so-called black women, you know, let me say you ones that's in the truth, you have escaped this, you know what I'm saying? And 2/3 of our people got to go. And although women are held accountable in this society now, the Lord still will judge them. She only got like 50 years. They gave her life, but suspended 50. Basically, she only doing 50, and with good behavior, she'll probably be out in 2025. Now, these young men, right, it seems like they just have a target on the so-called black man. A black man shoots somebody in the street or get caught with... There's men that got caught with drugs and gave them more time than that. I'm just saying, this is the society pampering the women. That's another video, but that's all the agenda: splitting families, upholding the woman, you know, giving her benefits and rights. No wonder they do the things they do. No wonder there's no fear. And if they never had to sit in the car, she would have got away with it. Obviously, nobody called on the children. Where was the father? The fathers done gave up. Nobody cares about the children. And this is what sickens me. We, as Israelites, we push Ezekiel 9:4. We push and condemn this behavior and everything that's wicked, and the hierarchies that promote or let me say help assist in these women. Child support, parent parenthood, right? They're really just flushing. What is the difference? These officers throwing up. Well, you know, men don't even have the right to say, hey, I don't want my child aborted. It's his seed. And they allow these women to do this. And a lot of these officers, they wasn't trained for this unless they was military. So obviously they got to see psychiatrists. And then you got a lot of people pushing to defund the police. Yeah, you know what would happen if the police was taken off the streets? Anyway, Deuteronomy 20:56. I want to make this quick. I just want to give a short commentary to this. Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not venture to set a sole of a foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and nieces and nephews. Everybody's not exempt from these black Eves, man. Right? Nobody's exempt. I remember I went to, I got tired of, I try to tell younger brothers in the truth. They got these baby mamas, and they always trying to do stuff with a woman to keep from child support. There's a thing called inevitability. You will not escape that. Eve will get you. She's just sucking all she can from you now, and when your resources run out, she will take you. It happened to me. A lot of things happened to me. And then they told me, because obviously, to be honest, the law states that nobody has right to the children, as they say, but obviously they give it to the woman, and this woman belongs to the state, the children belongs to the state, so you're fighting the state. And the only thing the women asked for when we had to go to parenting class, what kind of madness is that? You need to go to parenting class and let Esau tell you how to be a parent. This is crazy. And then all the women raised their hand and asked, where's the money at? So you can see, when you look at these young children, which I've witnessed, they'll take them to the doctor, and they'll say that they have a disability to collect a check. And the doctor will assist the woman in giving their sons disabilities, along with the jabs and everything else. That's another video, right? I had a doctor sit me down, a surgeon sit me down in his desk, I can't say his name, and told me that those jabs are targeted toward young so-called black children, and that's where they get the autism and all that other stuff, right? So you have to administer colloidal silver, colloidal gold, and whatever else you need to do. Seek a spiritual physician. That's all I'm gonna say. But this is the sickness of Eve. She's allowed to go into a building, to a place called Parent Parenthood. I don't know where you're getting being a parent from if you're terminating. Why is it even called that? We do know they have things in there to more so to give you what they want to call that, things to help so you don't, contraceptives. You'll go in there and this is helping you plan. And these elites, their agenda, they're behind it. A lot of you people don't read, you don't study, you don't know what the hell going on. But I'm going to get some commentary. But I found this interesting because as I pulled it up, maybe AI has something going on with this. Here's the woman right here. Well, no, this isn't the woman. This is Anna Mary Douglas. She has so many similarities to this woman, right? So many similarities. I read up on this woman. She was active in the so-called abolitionists with Harriet Tubman. And if you know anything about the abolitionist movement, which Richard Humphreys and various other ones that re-educated us in the colleges or whatever, they helped take you from one slavery to another. And then what Harriet Tubman's husband, and this was, I think she was related to Frederick or wife of Frederick Douglass, I don't know. But what she did was took, her husband didn't want to do it. And it was all from here, believe it or not. It was all, originally in Maryland, right? And her husband didn't want to do it. He said, I'm not selling out. And these women had white men give them guns and weapons and other men to help them in their movement, which shows you that Eve has always been taken by the serpent. She's always been supportive of the serpent, right? I just found this interesting. And a lot of these abolitionists, right? They were all, a lot of these abolitionists had slaves. A lot of people don't know that either. They were so-called against slavery, but they had slaves. They were just against one form of a slave, so to speak. And then they just took them to another form of a slavery where the women was getting raped and everything else. So really, those abolitionists was nothing but pimps to the black woman. And the black woman was being pimped to get, as we know, other women and children. That's what it was about. Right? Not going to go too much into that. Let's get some commentary. I just thought that this is interesting that this woman kind of looks just like that woman. I don't know if AI put that together. I don't know. But anyway, this is Deuteronomy 28:56, the commentary. The tender and delicate woman among you, not in order to escape the infamy of the action, but was, let me see here, but lest others should have shared with her. In the siege and straitness, this was fulfilled about 600 years after the time of Moses among the Israelites, when Samaria was besieged by the king of Syria. And all you should know this story. That's been in the truth. And two women agreed, right? Two women agreed together, the one to give up her son to be boiled and eaten that day, and the other to deliver up her son to be dressed and eaten up the next day. It may be something with Anna Mary Douglas and Harriet Tubman. Were these those two women? I don't know. But they got some similarities. Right? Now, they haven't been through that kind of famine, but yeah, they have done some selling out. Anyway, everybody comes back and play their part again. They was boiled, so you know the story. It was fulfilled again about 900 years after Moses in the siege of Jerusalem. So this proves, you can't always watch commentators, but this proves in Deuteronomy 28, they'll say the slave ships was fulfilled in 70 AD. But you see the commentators saying, hey, these things, these perpetual generations of judgments that keep coming on the children of Israel. And it may happen again. You see what I'm saying? And it got here Lamentations, right? And again, it was fulfilled above 1,000 years after the years of Moses. And the last siege of Jerusalem and Titus, Joseph informing us, particularly the noble woman killing and eating her own suckling child. And she did it as Moses says she should do it secretly. So this proves again that you can't say something's being fulfilled and there's not another fulfillment. You see what I'm saying? And that's what Christians say. Oh, Jesus, when he died on the cross, that fulfilled the law. That was it. Well, fulfilled means to finish at that era, that age. To fully fulfill means to completely finish. That's just taking me to another direction. Leviticus 19:29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore. Why am I bringing this out? Because this is what the children of Israel has done. This is not technically talking about get on the street corner, put on some tights, and get freaked off. When you go to the history and you read this stuff up, it's talking about how they went to became temple whores and they made sacrifices unto other gods. Remember the book of what was that? In the time of Gehenna as well, and I can't remember, Joel, I believe, when they caused the children to pass through the fire, right? When you send your children up, right, to Hollyweird, you have now prostituted them out. The sexual part comes later, but that's what happened. And this is what we see in this instance, right? These women, this woman have sacrificed her children. And in the past life, I'm pretty sure she did it before. She probably did it in a time of slavery, right? The transatlantic slave trade, even before then, she was probably in Syria doing the same damn thing. Everybody comes back and they play their role. Lamentation 4:3, even the sea monsters have draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughters of my people is become cruel like ostriches in the wilderness. Anyway, I just wanted to make a short video since it was a long intro. That this is the sickening of Eve, man. And your children can't even be trusted with Eve. Anyway, that's all I have on that. Shalom.